a check, so say goodbye to everything you ever knew before. And I'd understand if you went running out the door. And I'll keep you safe, and no harm will ever come to you, I swear. And I'll kill if they even dare. I'll kill, I swear.
Oh, it's a good thing you keep our mics muted while we're playing that intro.
Oh, because we get into it.
Hokey.
You were over there air basing.
Uh-huh.
Like a
air basing like a champion.
Air basing, man. I do that at work and act like I'm super cool, but I'm really not. I'm just, I just don't. Hi, Boot.
Hi, Your Highness. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Good.
A little smiley today.
Good. You should be.
Yeah, I am, because you know why? I have a great husband.
Oh?
Yeah,
What'd I do?
I don't know. Why do you feel guilty?
No reason.
I'm the guilty one. I'm the one who idolizes Elon Musk.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so that means...
And a certain drummer who lives in England.
Okay, Dave Barbarossa.
Yeah.
I've been allowed to at least date you if Boot happens to die. But I don't want that to ever happen, so it's okay. Hey, Boot.
Yeah.
It's Thanksgiving Day.
Thanksgiving it is.
Turkey.
And thank you.
Gobble, 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 gobble.
Welcome to Michigan Murders and Music, where we discuss murders in our gorgeous state and top it off with a little homegrown music and leaving you with a happy ending and on a good note.
A great note. Mm-hmm. I think you need a coaster for your Natty Light.
Oh, I do.
Here's your Michigan Murders and Music coaster.
Yep. I have to give an explicit content warning.
I'm about to get explicit.
Yeah, okay. Her Highness is going to say naughty words.
Oh, my...
Very naughty words that your children should not hear. They shouldn't listen to this stuff. And also, if your 5-year-old son is still breastfeeding...
What?
That is not on us.
Oh, my God. We don't live in Africa.
Someone needs to step in and do something about that.
That does kind of gross me out. Yeah, don't breastfeed your kid that late. I mean, I guess some people think it's okay. I think it might lead into weirdness later in life.
Yeah, that kid's going to need some counseling or something.
We don't have insurance for old child breastfeeding.
Thank you for allowing us to seep into your ears.
So deep into those canals. Are they dirty yet?
No.
Are they filthy?
Yes.
Do they feel a little grimy?
Yes.
Good.
We would like to keep our podcast commercial-free and independent. So if you're feeling a little tipsy, check out our website.
Like I am. Cheers.
Buy merchandise.
Buy some merch.
Buy some bands' merchandise and buy their music, too. You know, anything you hear on here, you can find on Bandcamp.
Yes.
And you can purchase their stuff.
Yeah, you can go right up there.
It's great.
Says you can follow the band. They'll send you information on when they release new merch and new music. And it just says merch, and you can just go buy some shit for Christmas for your own self. Do us a favor, a flavor, like Faygo soda, like Rock and Rye.
Way to go, Faygo.
Yeah. Share us with a friend or two friends, coworker, someone that you see on the side of the street. Just yell out, listen to Michigan Murders and Music.
Do it.
It's fun.
It's easy.
They'll just look at you like you're crazy.
Well, which you probably are.
If you're listening to us, for sure. We need to thank everybody who has been following us on TikTok.
Absolutely.
Boot's not a TikToker, but I make him watch funny videos.
I do watch them.
Yeah, there's some pretty great stuff on there. And the live community is super cool. I'm all into jewelry making and coin collecting now, which is not good.
That means we're going to have to buy more stuff.
Already a hobby hopper, so...
We're going to have to buy quarters.
If I just watch them, maybe it will fill...
How many quarters can you get for $1?
You expect me to know this?
Okay.
I'm a weed smoker.
Just trying to figure it out.
For Christ's sake. So thank you, everybody on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok for following us. You guys are why we are here. Not very... consistently, but I'm trying. Send us some money. I'll do it more.
Your Highness.
What?
Who are we featuring this week?
Oh my gosh. We are featuring a pop punk lab kind of mix dealio, and they are called them, him, that, whatever.
He, she, it, whatever.
Smash Labs. really fun to listen to. Definitely takes me back into the 80s for sure. Boot,
Yes.
throw up the hand and make sure it's the correct one.
Okay, this one?
Yeah, that's the one. Where are we going to?
We are going 2 places. Fenton,
Oh, we're dosing it up on you guys.
all the way over to Garden City, which is about a 55-mile road trip.
I wonder as
horribly
the
far.
crow flows.
Yeah.
Oh, as the crow flows. As the crow flies.
Do
if
crows
it's
fly in a straight line? We don't know this.
Only to get the peanuts that I throw in front of my car for them.
Well, they're smart that way.
Actually, they don't even. They kind of come down on the side and then they sidewind over to my car.
Yeah, I feel like crows stop and take breaks all over the place and just go whatever route they
They're
want. So as the crow
following
flies,
me and
it
protecting
takes longer and it's a longer
I'm
distance.
just curious because there's some walking to and fro in this story, and I'm just wondering if that's a hell. I'm not going to walk for anybody that far. Okay, Boo.
Yes.
I wish I would have done this a couple weeks ago. This is kind of a time-sensitive call to action story.
It is.
It is. It's fucked up. Let's go.
Okay.
Who are we talking about today?
Robert Miles, Michigan Department of Corrections number 234164.
You know what a weird fact is about his name?
Tell me.
There's another dude that is or was the head of the KKK in Tennessee.
Oh my God, in Tennessee.
Ew, gross. Maybe it's a name thing.
I don't know. Sadly, Robert Miles is about to come up for parole.
1 day before the 30-year anniversary of this sick, horrendous crimes.
Before we tell you the story, we want to explain how important it is that we help. It literally takes a few seconds to sign the petition to keep Robert Miles in jail, which we want to do, right? I mean,
Fuck yeah, I wouldn't
my
want
God.
him out if I was this lady.
You can sign this petition, and we will give you instructions how to do that.
I will put the information everywhere.
Yeah.
I'm going to be blowing it up all week, and hopefully we're not too late.
I hope not.
Listeners, just all it takes is a click and a click. You can do it, and it would help Miss Crystal a lot. So 5 years ago, Miss Crystal had actually fought to keep Robert Miles in jail, and she won that time. And I think we can help her win this time.
I think so, too.
Yeah, because we have cool people out there like that.
We do. Crystal was living with her mother, Sandra.
So here's the story, the actual story, you guys.
Sandra, 36 years old, her sister, Michelle, just 14, and her brother. And we don't know much about the brother. And I don't know. He wants his privacy, I think.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot printed about it, and I wasn't going to dig because it's his life.
So they were living in Fenton, Michigan.
Yes. Crystal fell in with the wrong crowd in that area, getting herself into a wee bit of trouble. Maybe she was smoking some weed, partying.
I don't know. Could be something
that's
innocent
what
like that.
kids do.
So she was sent to live with her father. He was about 54 miles away over in Garden City.
Yeah, that's the walk we were talking about. Sadly, this is where Crystal had the bad fortune to meet Robert Miles.
At the time, Robert was 18 years old and Crystal was only 14.
Whoa.
Both kids, but
Time
one was
out.
a real little kid.
Okay. That's fine if you're both over 18. 4 years is not a big difference.
Yep. But he's going to turn 19.
Psychologically speaking, that is so fucked up. A 14-year-old, like even if you're a mature 14-year-old, you aren't psychologically
Not even close.
ready.
Nope.
He's already a fucker to me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he can just fuck right off. Needless to say, Crystal and her father didn't agree on her dating this kid who was 19 years
Now
old.
19. Yep.
Or
Was 18.
18, 19.
18, 19.
Blah, blah.
He became very obsessed with her.
Oh, quick like. When Crystal went home to her mom's for Christmas, he would call her on the landline back then, like obsessively. Like she couldn't even enjoy Christmas with her family because he just kept calling her. You know what I would have done? The old school, just leave the
Unplug
phone
it.
off the hook.
Yeah, let it go.
Yeah. And then that stops after. You can just bury it in a pillow so
can
you don't
unplug it.
hear that.
Easy enough. By December of 1991, Crystal was living back at her mom's house with her sister and brother and mom. Sandra had separated from Crystal's stepfather.
Robert would walk the 54 miles, or if a crow flies a different way, maybe he found a trail, from Garden City to Fenton every single day just to see Crystal for a few minutes at her bus stop at the corner of Levon and Schoolcraft Road. So he was walking to see her every day from Garden City over to Fenton. A little obsessive. He obviously didn't have a car.
How do you walk 54 miles?
Dude, my dad drove me to school. It was a block away.
Yeah, but he drove you on his toter.
Only once.
Okay, to teach you a lesson.
Yeah, what kind of lesson that he was going to...
He didn't teach you a goddamn
He
thing.
didn't teach me shit with that.
I'm dealing with her to this day.
Yeah, so he's going every day to see Crystal at her bus stop for a couple minutes. I mean, how long is she going to be there, really? And then, he's probably sees her for the 5 minutes, and there's probably 20 other kids standing there with him. So, totally creepy.
At this point, they had been together for about 11 months.
Whoa. Time for a 14-year-old.
11 months.
I think I lasted 3 days with
I know. My record in high school
Matt
was
Wilk.
like, I don't know, maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
I remember.
Then it was like, it's getting serious.
I remember breaking up at the dance in 8th grade. Maybe we weren't even going out. I probably just thought we were going out because I had a crush. Because I was such a stupid girl.
So many stories from back then.
I'm still a stupid girl.
When Crystal went out with her friends, he would call the house obsessively until she returned home.
Thank God she didn't have a cell phone. The poor girl would have been...
It would have been just blowing up.
You know what? He would have tracked her ass somehow. You know how you can do that with phones these days.
I don't know how to do it, but I know it can be done.
Oh, fuck. Thank God. On the night of December 28th... Oh, did I just say I didn't want you to track me? I mean, on the night of December 28th, Crystal went out with her girlfriends. And as always, Robert obsessively called her home phone. Her poor mom.
I know.
I wonder if
awful.
she answered every time.
Probably. Hello.
Man.
The next day, December 29th, 1991.
Dude, that's the year I graduated.
Was driven to Crystal's house. Oh my God, you're old.
I know. Also, why doesn't this motherfucker have a car? Some friends...
Because he's a loser.
Some friends took him over and dropped him off to Crystal's house. And then they just left him there, which, was probably protocol for his visit.
Just go get. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but guess what? Due to the numerous psychotic motherfucking obsessive calls that he made the previous night, getting the best advice from her friends the night before, I can just imagine it. They're all dancing and having a good time, and then her friends are like, girl...
He's a nut.
Girl, you need to leave his obsessive ass. Let me just tell you something here. Let me buy you a drink, girl.
Right.
Leave him.
So she decided to end it with him that day.
Yeah. God damn it. How many times have we seen this happen?
Oh, yeah. But you can't say something,
This fucking sucks.
People don't listen.
It's not people. She's trying to do the right goddamn thing.
I see what you're saying.
I'm saying when people try to leave a domestic situation,
but sometimes you tell them to
or
leave.
an obsessive situation, and then shit goes fucking crazy.
Sideways.
Diagonal alley. He gets dropped off by friends, right? It's the next day.
Yeah.
She's heard about all of his calls, and the two of them are in her brother's bedroom hanging out for some reason.
Right.
This is when Crystal decides she's going to take the leap and tell Robert that she just doesn't love him and she doesn't want to see him anymore. And also, you're obsessive and fucking psychotic.
Right, and she's 14, so, I mean,
oh my
how
gosh,
simple is this?
The balls that it took for her to do that. She's only 14. She knows he's a little cuckoo
Well,
for
he's a
cocoa
man,
nuts.
right? And she's a little girl.
Well, read number 26. Boo.
Oh,
this is
this
funny.
upsets Robert tremendously.
Oh my God.
He starts crying and walks out of the bedroom.
Manipulation. You manipulative motherfucker.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Men aren't supposed to use tears for manipulation.
Oh, it's great.
Girls are supposed to use tears for manipulation.
Crystal's little sister overheard everything, and she yelled at Crystal.
I hate you for breaking up with Robert. You were being mean and selfish. Oh my gosh.
Robert, in the meantime, had grabbed a knife that someone had gifted him for Christmas. I don't know.
No. You know how after Christmas sometimes you like, this is how I imagine it.
Okay.
There's no story that tells this. It did say it was a gifted knife. So I imagine, you know, on Christmas Day when you actually have gifts, sometimes you like put them all under the tree after.
Okay, yeah, right.
You know, before
Yeah.
you take care of everything.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of imagine like this knife was open and under the tree. And there was two versions. One version said he had a knife in the garage that he had previously hid. That didn't make fucking sense to me.
My track here.
Okay.
What do you do with this knife?
Well, wait, I still got to explain. We're on number 28.
Okay.
The second version is that he was crying. She just broke up with him in brother's bedroom, and he was crying. He walked out of the room. He sees this knife that somebody was gifted under the tree.
Okay.
He grabs the motherfucking knife. Oh my God. He just starts stabbing Sandra, who was sleeping on the sofa.
That's Mom.
Yeah,
Sandra's the
mom. Numerous times. Just fucking started stabbing her. He went from crying to losing his goddamn mind in a matter of seconds.
So then Robert turned the knife on young Michelle, the sister.
She's on his side.
Yep.
She's the one like standing up for him.
Yep. And nearly severs her arm. Like
Her
off.
arm. Yeah.
God, that's
And again, there's another story that said it was her hand. So I'm not sure which it was. But either
the heck
way,
kind of knife is that?
I don't know, but will you get me one
I
for Wait.
I want to cut our steaks that well.
Is the life insurance up to date?
No.
Okay, don't get the knife then.
Okay.
Crystal starts trying to talk Robert down. She's trying to divert his attention from stabbing her little sister, and it works for a minute.
As she was doing this, she noticed that her little sister was literally trying to crawl to the door.
The girl has a severed arm and or hand, depending on what you read, and she's still trying to crawl to the door. What a little hero.
It's a major injury, regardless. Crystal's little sister cried that if she could just get outside.
Wait, before that, when Crystal was like trying to divert, when Crystal was trying to get Robert's attention and trying to calm him down and shit, he turned the knife onto himself and started stabbing his own fucking... Could you imagine that? I don't even want to hit myself in the stomach.
At that point, just let him continue.
Dude, go ahead. Keep stabbing your own ass.
He's the problem.
That's,
it sounds cold-hearted, but...
It does.
Excuse me, it's either you or him.
The little girls. Mm-hmm. That's when Crystal's little sister cried that if she could just get outside for help, that they would make it. That just fucking breaks my heart.
Yeah. Crystal ran outside and Robert followed her.
Remember, this is in December. There was a decent amount of snow, a couple of feet.
He attacked her in the front yard.
She had no jacket on, no shoes, probably. I don't know, but...
Yeah, right.
He literally choked her until she saw stars and passed out.
This is when a neighbor took note and dragged Crystal into their home.
Ugh. Robert just sat his sorry ass down on the front steps and waited for police, which is about the only thing I'll give him fucking credit for.
Well, yeah, he couldn't get away with this.
I mean...
Too many witnesses. Live witnesses.
Oh, no. At this point, Mom's dead. Sister's bleeding out. And Crystal's been choked. And he's been stabbed by his own stupid ass self.
So little 14-year-old Michelle would pass away 5 days later.
That just kills me. While in jail, Robert continues to stalk Crystal. I mean, like, right after he savagely turned a knife on her mom and her sister and choked her out, he's calling her nonstop.
From jail.
Yeah, with that bling.
Right. This is from inmate number whatever.
Accept a phone call from inmate MDOC number 234164? And she was like, nope.
No. She
Every
refuses
time.
all of his calls and hasn't spoken to him since.
Not once. You know what she said? She said in an interview, I don't have this on our little notes here, Boot. So
what you got?
She said, there is no answers he can give me. He's natter days.
I'm listening.
I'm listening. Sure you are. No, she said there is literally no point in talking to him now, then, or ever, because there are no answers that he can give that would be satisfying. He is not in the right mind. And she was like, nope, not going to give him any of the satisfaction. Huge props to you, Crystal, because damn.
In true Psycho fashion, Robert wrangled in his cellmate to help contact Crystal. The cellmate gets his wife to call Crystal. The wife was told it was a small domestic tiff, and she agrees to call.
She calls him and she says, I've got a message from Robert, and this is what it is. When I get out, we will be together again. Once the wife really found out what happened between Crystal and Robert, she never intervened again. She found out Robert killed 2 people. She totally had the wool pulled over her eyes by Robert and her husband.
Robert's trial came up about years...
I don't know, a couple years later. 93, 2 years later.
Okay. He was charged with 2...
I was going to say, I'm so sorry I left a number out in my typing.
No, it's okay. I was just confused.
I went through and corrected all the things.
You know, you expect me to read this, and if you're not typing it right, then what the fuck? Oh, my God damn it.
Fuck
you know...
Why don't you hit your microphone 18 more...
I'm sorry, Kitty.
Oh,
God damn it.
She's going to shit on your face tonight.
Well, I hope she does.
Stop hitting your microphone, you fucking fucker.
Robert's trial came up about 2 years later in 1993.
You did that without the number in there?
Yeah.
Good job.
Well, you know.
He was charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder, which would, yes, I said would, have been a life sentence. I didn't mean it as in cockwood. I meant in
Morningwood.
Yep.
Somehow prosecutors allowed him to plead out.
What?
This reduced his sentence from life
the actual
to 30 to 60 years.
Fuck.
Yeah, I know.
What the actual
I don't
fuck?
know.
The kid sat down on the front steps of the porch after stabbing 2 people to death. And he gets to plead the fuck out? I don't think so.
Right?
I just so love our court system so fucking much. It's just so grand.
Things get really weird and interesting. This is where you can start to help. So listen up.
Well, Robert's first chance at parole came in August of 2018. Crystal fought hard and she kept him in prison where he fucking should be.
Oh, this is what Crystal said. Crystal said, I'm scared. He's my childhood nightmare. Can anyone show me what he has done to rehabilitate himself? And she plans to oppose parole for Miles. I worry that the whole time he's been sitting there thinking about me, I remember that call he made to me after he murdered my mom and my sister.
Yeah, that call that said, we're going to be together after I get out of jail.
Oh, yeah. I agree with Crystal. Do you?
I'm missing the last part of my story.
Well,
I totally agree with Crystal. 3 or 4 prosecutors have come to her and said, we fucked up.
Oh, yeah.
We should not have allowed him to plea out. That was a stupid move.
Right.
We fucked up. So they are going with her this time to the parole board. They're having her back this year. We're talking December 2021,
Coming up
you guys.
real soon.
Next month. She relives it every day, and then every time he comes up for parole. Can you imagine the fear if he gets out?
Today, prosecutors are working with Crystal to keep Robert behind bars.
As they fucking should, because they fucking fucked up.
They did. He's up for parole this year in 2021.
Like we
in
said,
December.
a day
December 28th.
December 28th, a day before December 29 was the day that Crystal lost her mom.
That's the 30-year anniversary of the murders.
Of the situation. Of her trying to get away from an obsessive person when she was just 14 years old.
And it's just rehashing.
She was 14.
Yeah.
And she's
still afraid
having
for her
to
life.
deal with this.
Yeah. 30-year-old nightmare.
You guys, there's a petition out. Like we said, we will include links everywhere. Sign the petition. Keep this guy in jail behind bars, and at least give Crystal a teeny bit of, safety.
It really takes 30 seconds to sign it. We need all of you guys to help so Crystal can feel safe and we can feel safe. Gosh darn it,
Anyone, yeah. Who knows who he's going to date next. I'm not a big believer that jail rehabilitates people. I believe that people learn more things in jail.
Yeah, they get craftier.
And they just get angstier sometimes. Everybody in this situation has admitted to fucking up on taking his plea deal.
Mm-hmm. Hey, there's a weird part of this story.
What?
Well, we've talked about Crystal's siblings.
Mm-hmm.
Although her brother wasn't part of the story, I learned that Crystal's sister and brother are actually her cousins.
Yeah. So Crystal's mom, Sandra's sister had literally also been killed in a domestic violence situation. And when that happened, Sandra took her sister's babies in.
Yeah, that's kind of nuts, but it's great.
I mean,
it's fantastic.
It's horrible that
I know a similar story.
Both families ended up domestic violence just followed them. Like, she just brought these kids in because their own mom died of domestic violence, and then the poor kids.
And here we go. Yep.
Good Lord.
Currently, Robert resides at the Parnell Correctional Facility in Jackson, Michigan.
In Jackson, Michigan. Yes, he does. And hopefully he is not going to get out.
Let us help Crystal feel a little bit safer.
Please, you guys, go sign this
I'd be
petition.
freaking out.
I haven't even had Boot sign it yet, but he's going to do it.
Right. So go to change.org to sign the petition to keep him behind bars. Search for Robert Miles in the bar.
Yeah.
We will also be including the link and posting it on all of our media areas and sites.
Everywhere. Crystal, you are a fighter and you're an amazing human.
Yes.
Keep it up. We're going to help you. Hang in there. Hopefully.
Stay safe, please.
Yeah, just move out of town.
I don't know.
If he gets let out. Me neither. Okay.
Yep.
I'm scared to death for this poor girl. Do we have a happy ending?
God, I hope so.
Oh my gosh.
Please.
Isn't it Smash Labs? We get to
It
get
is
all
Smash
80s
Labs.
up in here.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's great stuff. I love it.
Happy ending. Bye, friends. We love you. Long time.